Namaste. Garuda Purana Chapter 6 Atan Shashutotyayaha Garuda Uvacha Katamutta Padyate Ma Tuljatore Naraka Gataha Gaipadiha Gaipadi Duhakam Yadu Pukute Yadu Pumkute Daname Gataya Keshava Vishnu Uvacha Sutri Pumsa Pum Sutri Pumsosutu Prasamgena Nirudite Shukra Shonui Te Yatayam Jayate Maltiyam Sitata Pakushuya Miyaham Tava Vatumatye Hi Papanam Tehot Patati He Prajayate Inundrasya Brahmahatya Sati Yasamim Sita Samin Dina Yasamim Sita Saminin Dinatraye Pratamehani Janundali Dvitiye Brahmakatini Durutiye Rajaki Hyata Naraka Gatama Tarahu Kaimano Daiva Netreno Janun Tuldeho Papatataye Sutriyahu Bravishita Udaram Pumso Ratahu Kano Shirayahu Kalalam Tibekara Treno Panchara Treno Budu Budama Tasha Hena Tu Kalkanun Tu He Beshamnundam Ba Tataha Parama Ma Sena Tu Shiro Deva Pyam Bahabangang Dianganga Dianganga Vigraha Lakaloma Satichai Nui Lingangachu Chidrode Lingangachu Chidrode Paba Lingangachu Chidrode Paba Lingangachu Chidrode Pabastri Lingangachu Chidrode Pabastri Piho Jatul Pilta Daba Jatul Pilta Dabaha Sabata Panchapiha Kushutta Turudu Du Pabaha Kushutta Turudu Kushutta Turudu Paba Kushutta Turudu Pabaha Kushutta Turudu Pabaha Shada Pilja Shada Biljara Yuna Pitaha Kukusho Pramyati Takushuinue Matul Jagatan Napana Diairata Matul Jagatan Napana Diairat Tadata Jotura Samate Matul Jagatan Napana Diaira Tadata Matul Jagatan Napana Diaira Matul Jagatan Napana Diaira Tadata Matul Jagatan Napana Diaira Tadata Matul Jagatan Napana Diaira Tadata Tura Samate Matul Jagatan Napana Diaire 마 뚫자그타는 아빠나 디아이레 타드타 뚜라 삼마테 셰테 비느 무드라율 비는 무드라율 갈때 율갈때 비는 무드라율 갈때 삼 자는 뚜 삼파벳 자는 뚜 삼파벳 그름의 피허 그셨다 살바가허 사구 마리아 드프라티 쿠셔너머 물제차마 브노티유로 끝 물제차마 브노티유로 끝글에 누클레 샤스 따트라예 트라예허 물제차마 브노티유로 끝 물제차마 브노티유로 클레 샤스 따트라이허 스타트라 디아이허 물제차마 브노티유로 클레 샤스 따트라트르 디아이 물제차마 브노티유로 클래샤 물제차마 브노티유로 클래샤스 따트라이에 디아이허 물제차마 브노티유로 클래샤스 따트라 물제차마 브노티유로 클래샤스 따트라 디아이허 구슈티 다이무후허 까뚜어티 구슈노 시너 라바너루 그셔멀라 디피루를 바너이허 까뚜어티 구슈노 시너 라바너 까뚜어티 구슈노 시너 까뚜어티 구슈노 시너 라바너루 그셔멀라 디피루를 바너이허 까뚜어티 구슈노 시너 라바너루 그셔멀라 디피루를 바너이허 바노이 까뚜어티 구슈노 시너 라바너 까뚜어티 구슈노 시너 라바너루 그셔멀 까뚜어티 구슈노 시너 라바너루 그셔멀라 디피루를 바노이허 마트르 포그타이루 바스 뿌르셔터허 마트르 포그타이루 바스 마트르 포그타이루 바스 뿌르셔터허 마트르 포그타이루 바스 뿌르셔터허 살바고트티 따베다나흐 우르베나 삼부르 따스미는 나는 떠라이시 삼부르 따스미는 난 떠라이시자 나는 뜨 삼부르 따스미는 나는 떠라이시자 바히라 부르타흐 아스테 그르트바 시라흐 구쿠쇼 포그나 뿌르셔터 시로 타락 포그나 뿌르셔터 시로 타라흐 아까르바흐 스방은 가짜슈터 얌 샤꾸는 땀 이바 반짜레 따뜨라 라브타스 무르틸 다이바 깔마 자는마 샤토드 파밤 라브타스 무르틸 다이바 깔마 자는마 샤토드 파밤 라브타스 무르틸 다이바 깔마 자는마 샤토드 파밤 스마라는 디 가마누츠 치바 스마라는 디 가마누츠 치바 삼 샤이마 김 나마 비는 다테 나 타마나 러슈이 피일타흐 사프다바트리흐 그르탄자리흐 수투비타 땀 비클라바야 cha pa cha Yenodare pitaho Arapia Saputamana Masarala Nabuto Botopi Saputamana Masarala Saputamana Masarala Buto Botopi Saputamana Masarala Saputamana Masarala Saputamana Masarala Buto Labuta Botopi Botopi Saputamana Masarala Saputamana Masarala Buto Saputamana Masarala Buta Botopi almost Saputamana Masarala Buta Saputamana Masarala Buta Saputamana Masarala Buta Potop Saputamana Masarala Buta Saputamana Masarala Buta Botopi Pepitaho Naikatrasete Sutiba Daibishita Puriba Sodaraho Jiba Ubacham Shri Patim Jagadatara Mashu Pakushoyakarakam Jagadatara Mashu Pakushoyakarakam Burajami Sharanam Vishnum Charano Gatapat Salam Debanamaya Mohito Tehe Tatan Putra Kalatra Ke Aham Mama Pima Nena Katoham Nata Samsaratim Gurutam Parijanasya Te Maya Kaima Shupam Ekaki Tena Nagutoham Kata Sete Palapaginahu Yadi Yonia Brahmujieham Tatasamari Shue Padam Tabam Tamupaya Karishumi Yana Mukatim Prajamyaham Binumutraku Pem Patito Tagatoham Jataragnina Ichachanan Nito Vivasitum Gadan Niria Siate Pahiho Neyadurosham Me Bijunyanam Tatatam Dinadaya Luna Tameva Sharanam Yami Munalme Masetu Samsaratiho 나 자 닐가는 또 미츠차미 바힐갈파 바힐갈파득 바힐갈파득 가다잖아 야뜨라 야다시야 메 바바갈마너 둘가딜 파베트 다스마 다뜨라 마하드 두허케 스티토피 비가따끌라마흐 우드 타리시음이 삼사라다트마남 때 바다시라야흐 시리 바가반 우바짱 에밤 그르타마틸 갈페 다샤마시아흐 수투바누르 슈이흐 사디아흐크 슈이 파티아 바치남 브라수티아이 수티마루타흐 테나바스르시트흐 사사 그르트바바크치라 그르트바바크치라 아투라흐 비니시그라마티 그르츠 체너 니루츠 츠바사 니루츠 츠바소 하타스모르티흐 파티토 푸비 비는무드레 비슈터 푸리바 자실터테 로루야티 까테 진년에 비파리담 까티 까타흐 갈페 미아티아오 비아텔 sorry 슈마샤네 자 보라노에 야 마틸 파베트 사 야디 스티라담 야디 고나 무지에따 마는타나트 야다 갈파드 바이리아티 갈마 보가다나는 따라무 따다이바 바이시너비 마야 모하야티에바 부르셔무 사 따다 마야야 스퍼르슈토 나 김치드 바다테 샤바흐 샤이샤바디 파밤 두하캄 바라티 나타야 슈누테 바라츠 차는담 나 비두슈 두슈여마노 자네나 사흐 아나피프라타마 바나나흐 브라티아 키아투미니 브라티아 키아투마니 시바라흐 샤이토 슈치 파리양은께 자는 투스밤 스베다 자는 투스베다 자두 자는 투스베다 자두 슈이테 네샤흐 가는두 야냉은가 나마사노트타나 제시떠네 가는두 야냉은가 나마사노트타나 제시떠네 두단은 디아 마트바짬 담샤 마샤카 마트쿠노 다야흐 두다는 담 비가타 지냐남 그르마야흐 그르미감 야타 이티에밤 샤이샤밤 보그트바 두허캄 바오가는 더메바 짬 다또 야바나마 사디야 야티 삼바다 마수리무 따다 돌비야사나 사쿠토 니자 삼갓바 니자 삼갓바라이 니자 삼갓바라 야너흐 샤스라타트 부르셔놈 자 드베슈트 시아드가마 람파트흐 베르셔트마 스트리암 데바마얌 다드파바이라지테는 드리야흐 브랄로피타흐 바타티아는테 다마시아그네오 바탐가바트 구랑은가마 땅은가 바땅은가 푸릉은가 미나 구랑은가마 땅은가 바땅은가 푸릉은가 구랑은가마 땅은가 바땅은가 푸릉은가 미나 하타흐 반자 피레바 반자 에까흐 브라마디 사카탐 나 하니아테 야흐 세바테 반자 피레바 반자 알라부타 피부시토 알라부타 피부시토 지냐나 디드 타마니우흐 알라부타 피부시토 지냐나 디드타 알라부타 피부시토 지냐나 디드타마니우흐 알라부타 피부시토 지냐나 디드타마니우흐 알라부타 피부시토 지냐나 디드타마니우흐 슈짜이 피타흐 사하 데헤나 마네나 발타마네나 마니우나 karoti vigraham kami kameshivanandaya jatmanaha Malatikaiha sahanieta gajairanyai gajo yata evam yo vishaya saktiya naratavamati tulapama Purta na shayate mutastasmat papataro hi saha Jati shateshu lapate shubhuvi manushotavam tatrapi tulapataram kalu po divijatavam yasatanana palayati lalayati nandriyanui tasya muratam kusharati hasatagatam pramadat Tatasatam Buddhatatam Prapya Mahavyati Samakulah Murtium Prapya Mahaduhakam Narakam Yati Pulbavat Evam Gataiha Kaimapashai Badata Shaja Papinah Gadapi Na Virajanante Mama Maya Vimohitah Iti te katita ta kushya papinam naraki gatiha anantiya shrutui kaimahi anantiya shrutui kaimahi nanam kim puyah shrotu michachasi iti shri garuda puranue sarodhatare papi janamadi duhak Papi janamadi duhakanirupanam nama shashutotyayaha. It's really rough. Oof. I'm gonna take a little break. Chapter 6. The miseries of the birth of the sinful. Garudo said, Tell me, O Keshava, how he who returns from hell is formed in the womb of the mother, and what miseries he suffers in the embryonic condition. Vishnu said, I will tell you how the mortal is born when the male and female elements are bound together by the union of man and woman. In the middle of the menstruation period, in the 3 days on which Inandra incurs the sin of Brahmacide, the body of the sinful begins to form. The mother of one returning from hell is regarded on the first day as an outcast woman, on the second as the murderer of Brahmin, and on the third as a washerwoman. The creature obtaining a body, according to Gaima, the divine eye, enters the womb of a woman, which is the receptacle of a man's seed. In one night it becomes a lump, by the 5th night round, by the 10th day like the fruit of the jujube tree, and after that an egg of flesh. By the 1st month the head, by the 2nd the arms and other parts of the body are formed. By the 3rd occurs the formation of nails, hair, bones, skin, linga, and other cavities. By the 4th the 7 bodily fluids. By the 5th hunger and thirst arise. By the 6th enveloped by the chorion, it moves to the left of the womb. The bodily substances are formed of the foods and liquids of the mother, and the creature at the time of birth lies in the disgusting hollow of the loins amid feces and urine. All its limbs bitten constantly by hungry worms, it swoons away repeatedly through excessive pain, as they are very tender. Thus enveloped by the womb and bound outside by the sinews, it feels pain all over its body, caused by the mother's eating many things, pungent, bitter, hot, salt, sour, and acid. With its head placed in its belly and its back and neck curved, it is unable to move its limbs like a parrot in a cage. There he remembers by divine power the Gaima generated in hundreds of previous births, and remembering stops for a long time, obtaining not the least happiness. Having this insight, he, with hands put together, bound in 7 bonds, imploring and trembling, adores in plaintive tones him who placed him in the womb. From the beginning of the 7th month, though he gains consciousness, he who is in the womb trembles and moves about because of the parturition winds like a uterine worm. The creature says, I seek refuge in Vishnu, the husband of Shri, the supporter of the universe, the destroyer of evil, who is compassionate to those who come for shelter. I am bewildered by thy magic as regards body and son and wife. Misled by my egoism, I am transmigrating, O Lord. I do good and evil actions for the sake of my dependents, and as a result I am tormented, while they who enjoy the fruits escape. If I am released from this womb, I will lay myself at thy feet, and I will take the means by which I may obtain liberation. Fallen into a well of feces and urine, I am burnt by the fire of the belly, and anxious to escape from it. When shall I get out? In him alone who has given me this experience, and is compassionate to the afflicted, will I seek refuge. Let not this transmigration occur to me again. But no, I wish never to come out of the womb, where misery results from my sinful actions. Because remaining even here in great misery, bearing the fatigue resorting to thy feet, I will keep myself aloof from the worlds of change. The blessed Lord said, He who has thus considered and has been 10 months in the womb, endowed with insight while praying, suddenly is cast out head downwards into birth by the winds of delivery. Cast out forcibly, bending down his head, he comes out with anxiety and painfully breathes breathless and with memory destroyed. Having fallen on the ground, he moves like a worm in excrement. He has become changed in condition and cries loudly, deprived of knowledge. If the state of mind which arises in the womb during illness, on the cremation ground, or upon hearing the Puranas were permanent, he would not be liberated from bondage. When he comes out of the womb after experiencing his Gaima, then utterly the man is bewildered by the magic of Vishnu. Then when he is touched by that magic, powerless, he is unable to speak. He experiences the miseries of infancy and childhood arising from dependence. He is nourished by people who do not understand his wishes, unable to ward off what is thirst upon him against his desire. Lain upon a bed unclean and befouled by perspiration, he is unable to scratch his limbs, to sit, rise, or move. Mosquitoes, gnats, bugs, and other flies bite him. Skinless and weeping and deprived of understanding, just as insects bite little worms. In this wise, having experienced the miseries of infancy and of childhood, he reaches youth and acquires evil tendencies. Then he begins evil brooding, mingling in the company of the wicked. He hates the scriptures and good men and becomes lustful. Seeing a seductive woman, his senses captivated by her blandishments, infatuated, he falls into great darkness like a moth into a flame. The deer, the elephant, the bird, the bee, and the fish, these five are led to destruction by one of the senses. How then shall the infatuated one not to be destroyed when he enjoys the live five kinds of objects of five senses? He longs for the unobtainable, and on account of ignorance becomes hungry and sorry, and his pride and hunger increase. His pride and anger increase with the growth of his body. Becomes angry and sorry. Sorry, I'm gonna read that. I'm falling asleep. He longs for the unobtainable, and on account of ignorance becomes angry and sorry, and his pride and anger increase with the growth of his body. The lover makes quarrels with rivals to his own ruin, and is destroyed by those stronger than himself, as one elephant by another. Who's more sinful than the fool who, attached to sense objects, spends in vain the human birth which was difficult to obtain. After hundreds of lives, one obtains human birth on earth, and even more difficult to obtain is that of a twice-born, and who then only provides for and hampers the senses. Through foolishness lets slip the nectar from his hand. Then, having arrived at old age, he is troubled with great diseases, and death having come, he goes to a miserable hell as before. Thus how fasten the everlasting news of Karma, the simple bewildered by my magic, are not released, are never released. Thus I have related to you, O Dagushio, how the simple deprive of the sacrifices for the dead go in hell. What else do you wish to hear? So, I'll take a little break. I'm falling asleep. I'm gonna use the restroom really quick. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 133. Bhagavad Gita. Namaste. Upe Punami Rodasi Ratana Duruho Dada Dahami Sam Mahiranindrah Apiblagia Yatra Hata Amitra Bailasatanam Pari Durulha Asherana Apiblagia 지다드리바흐 실슈 야뚜마디나무 지는티 바뚜리너 바다 마하바뚜리너 바다 아바삼 마카반자히 샬토 야뚜마디나무 바일라스타나께 알맞게 마하바일라스테 알맞게 야삼 디스라흐 반짜샤토 피불라 응가이라 바바 반짜샤토 피불라 반짜샤토 피불랑응 반짜샤토 피불랑응가이 반짜샤토 피불랑응가이라 바바흐 뭐뭐 반짜샤토 피불랑응가이라 바바흐 따투수 때 마나야티 따카투수 때 마나야티 비샹은가 푸르슈뚜이 마음 푸르놈 비샹은가 푸르슈뚜이 마음 푸르놈 비샹찌미는드라 삼 무르너 살밤 라쿠쇼 니 발하예 아발마하 이는드라 다드르히 슈르티 나흐 슈쇼자 히 디아우흐 구쇼나 비쇼무 아드리보 크르너는나 비쇼무 아드리바흐 슈시미는 따또 슈시미는 따모 히 슈시미 필바타이루 그래 비리야세 슈시미 필바타이루 그래 비 슈시미 필바 타이루 그래 슈시미 필바다이 슈시미 필바타이루 그래 슈시미 필바타이루 그래 비리야세 아푸르샤크노 아프라티타 슈라 사트바 피스트리 사프타이흐 슈라 사트바피흐 바노티 히 수는바는 구셔얌 파리너사흐 수는바노 히 슈마 야자티아바 드비슈어 데바나마바 드비슈흐 수는바나 이뜨시 슈사티 사하스라 바지아브르타흐 수는바나 야는드로 다다디아 푸밤 라임 다다디아 푸밤 A little rough. With sacrifice I purge both earth and heaven. I burn up great she-fiends who serve not in Indra. Were throttled by thy hand, the foes were slaughtered, and in the pit of death they lay pierced and mangled. O thou who castest forth the stone, crushing the sorceresses' heads, break them with thy wide-spreading foot, with thy wide-spreading mighty foot. Do thou, Makaban, beat off these sorceresses' daring strength. Catch them within the narrow pit, within the deep and narrow pit, of whom thou hast ere now destroyed thrice 50 with thy fierce attacks. That deed they count a glorious deed, though small to thee, a glorious deed. O Inandra, crush and break to bits the fearful, fiery weapon the fiend. Strike with every demon to the ground. Strike every demon to the ground, Tear down the mighty ones. O Inandra, hear thou us, for heaven hath glowed like earth in fear, O thunder armed. As dreading fear's heat, thunder armed. Most mighty mid the mighty ones, thou speedest with strong bolts of death, not slaying men, unconquered hero, with the brave, O hero, with the thrice seven brave. The pourer of libations gains the home of wealth, pouring his gift conciliates hostilities, ye, the hostilities of gods. Pouring he strives unchecked and strong to win him riches thousandfold. Inandra gives lasting wealth to him who pours forth gifts. Ye, if wealth he gives that long shall last. Oof, missing texts. That's tomorrow. I'm gonna take a little more break. Okay, I think we could start. It's book 3 now. There are 4 books in the Yoga Sutras. Starting from the beginning again. Namaste. Patanjala Yoga Sutra Nui Tatra Tritiyo Vibhuti Padaha Ukutani Pancha Bahirangangani Bahiranganganui Satanani Tarana Bhagavadabhya Deshabananta Shechitatasya Tarana Na Pijakare Hurudaya Punun 후르다야 보는더리께 물트니 지오티슈이 나시카그레 지으바그라 이티에바마디슈 데셰슈 바히에 바 뷰셔에 제트타시야 부르트티마트레너 바는타 이티 타라너 Book 3rd, Supernormal Powers. The 5 indirect aids have been described. Fixed attention is to be described. Binding the mind stuff to a place is fixed attention. Binding of the mind stuff only insofar as it is a fluctuation to the navel, or to the hot lotus, or to the light within the head, or to the tip of the nose, or to the tip of the tongue, or to other places of the same kind, or to an external object. This is fixed attention. Tatra pratyayikata dhyanam tasmi는 대še dhyeyalambanasya pratyayasyaikata 사드르샤흐 브라바하흐 브라티아야는 따레너 파라무르슈투어 티아나무 Focusedness of the presented idea upon that place is contemplation. The focusedness of the presented idea upon the object to be contemplated in that place, in other words, the stream of light quality, unaffected by any other presented idea. 다데발타마트라니파삼 스바루 파슈 니아미바 사마티흐 티아나메바 티에야가라닐파삼 브라티아야트마케나 스바루 베너 슈니아미바 야당 파바티 티에야스바파바베샤트 티에야스바파바베샤트다다 티에야스바파바베샤트다다 사마티리티우지아테 타크트라야 This same shining forth as the intended object and nothing more, and as it were emptied of itself, is contemplation. When the contemplation only shines forth in the form of the object to be contemplated, and is, as it were, empty of itself, insofar as it becomes identical with the presented idea as such, then by fusing with the nature of the object to be contemplated, it is said to be concentration. 다데발타마트라니파삼 스바루파슈 니아미바 사마티흐 Oh, never mind. I read it. Oh yeah, I forgot to. 따끄트라야 메카트라 삼야마흐 따데따드타라노 티아나 사마티트라야 메카라 따데따드타라노 티아나 사마티트라야 메카트라 삼야마흐 에카비쇼야 누이트리니 에카비쇼야 누이트리 사타나니 삼야마 이티우치아테 다다시야 드라야시야 따는 뜨리키 Paripasha Samyama iti Dhanantariki. Just want to double check. These same three, fixed attention and contemplation and concentration in one are constraint. The three in one are constraint. When having a single object, the three means are called constraint. So the technical term in this system for these three is constraint. Dajijaya Tuparajinya Lokahu Tasya Samyamasya Jayat Samati Prajinyaya Pavatya Loko Yata Yata Samyamahu Satirapado Pavati Data Data. Nateshivara Prasadat Masama Samati Prajinya Tateshivara Prasadat Masamati Prajinya. Did I miss something? I don't think so. Samati Prajinya Visharadi Pavati. As a result of mastering this constraint, there follows the shining forth of insight. As a result of mastering this constraint, there follows the shining forth of concentrated insight. Just in proportion as constraint enters the stable state, in that proportion the concentrated insight becomes clear. Tasya Pumishu Viniyogaha Tasya Samyamasya Jitapu Meria 나는 따라 Pumisatatra Viniyogaha. Na Hyajita Taranu Hyajita Tarapumira는 따라 나는 Hyajita Tarapumira는 따 Hyajita Tarapumira Hyajita Tarapumira는 따라 Hyajita Tarapumira는 따라 Pumim 빌랑은 키야 Bran. I'm gonna double check the spelling. Number 6. Bra는 tapumishu samyamam lapate tadapaba chicham kutasatasya prajinya lokaha. Ishvara prasada jijitottara bhumikasya Ishvara prasada jijitottara bhumikas Ishvara prasada jijitottara bhumikasya. Number 1. Pranutana Ishvara Pranuitana Jijitottara Ishvara Pranuitana Jijitottara Ishvara Pranuitana Jijitottara Bhumikasya. One more. Ishvara Prata Pranuitana Ishvara Pranuitana Jijitottara Bhumikasya Ja Na Tarapu na tarapumishu paracetitachignanadishu samyamo yukutaha kasmat tadartasyanyata. Number 2. Sinya taiban nyataiban nyataiban tadartasyanyata tadartasyanya taiban bagatatva tadartasyanya taiban bagatatvat tadartasyanyata tadartasyanyata eva bagatatvat pumerasyan yamananantara in yamananantara pumirityatra yoga evopatyayah katam evam. Number 3. Eva muktam hyukutam yogena yogo jiñatavyo yogat parabaltate yopuramate tasatu yogena sa yoge ramate biram iti. Its application is by stages. The application of it, that is, the constraint, is to that stage which is next the stage already mastered. For by overleaping the next stage without having first mastered the lower stage, does not gain constraint in the highest stages. If he did not, how could he gain the shining forth of insight? Again, the constraint of one who by the grace of the Ishvara has gained a higher stage does not apply to such things as the mind stuffs thinking in other persons who are on the lower stages. Why is this? Since the purpose of this has been obtained from elsewhere. Yoga is itself the only spiritual guide, that this stage is next to that stage. How is this? Because it has been said to be thus. By yoga, yoga must be known. Yoga increaseth yoga's store. He who for yoga care hath shown, in yoga rests forevermore. Drayamanantarangam pulvepyaha tadetatharano tyana samathitrayam tadetatharano tyana samathitrayamanant tadetatharano tyana samathitrayamanantarangam samprajinya tasya samatheha pulvepyo yamadipyaha panchapyaha satanepya iti. The three are direct aids in comparison with the previous. The same three, fixed attention and contemplation and concentration, are direct aids to conscious concentration in comparison with the previous means, the 5 beginning with the abstentions. Tadapi bahirangam libijasya tadapyantarangam Satanatrayam libijasya yogasya bahirangam pavati kasamat tadapave pavaditi. Even these are indirect aids to seedless. Even these, the three direct means of attainment, are indirect aids to seedless yoga. Why is this? Since this latter occurs even when these are absent. Ata nirotachit takushonueshu jalam nirotachit takushonueshu jalam gunaburutit tamiti giduru shastada jitita parino mahu. I want to just double check this spelling. Number 9. 뷰트탄 아니로타 삼스까라 요라 피파밥 브라들 파바오 뷰트탄 아니로타 삼스까라 요라 피파 뷰트탄 아니로타 삼스까라 요라 피파밥 브라들 파바오 뷰트탄 아니로타 삼스까라 요라 피파밥 브라들 파바오 니로타쿠쇼너 찌듯다는 바요 니로타파리너 마흐 뷰트타나 삼스까라 셰찌듯다 탈마 나때 브라티아야 드마까 이띠 브라티아야 니로테 나 니로드타 니로타 삼스까라 아삐 찌뜻다 탈마스타요라 피파바 찌뜻다 탈마스타요라 피파바 브라둘 파바오. I'm gonna double check this. I think it's beautita. Yeah. 뷰트타나 삼스까라 히야는 때 니로타 삼스까라 아티야는 때 니로타쿠쇼놈 찌뜨따마는 바티 따데카시야 찌뜨따시야 바티쿠쇼놈이담 삼스까라 니아타뜨밤 니로타파리너마흐 따다 삼스까라 셰슈엄 찌뜨따미티 니로타사마테오 비아키아따무. Now, since during the restricted moments of the mind stuff, the changes of the aspects are unstable, of what sort are those times is the mutation of the mind stuff. When there is a becoming invisible of the subliminal impression of emergence, and a becoming visible of the subliminal impression of restriction, the mutation of restriction is inseparably connected with mind stuff and its period of restriction. The subliminal impressions of emergence are external aspects of mind stuff. Since they do not consist of presented ideas, they are not restricted when presented ideas are restricted. The subliminal impressions of restriction are also external aspects of mind stuff. When these two become visible or become invisible, the subliminal impressions of emergence are withdrawing and the subliminal impressions of restriction are being brought into place. The period of restriction is inseparably connected with the mind stuff. Accordingly, the accumulation of restriction is this periodic alteration of subliminal impressions of a single mind stuff, because then the mind stuff has nothing but subliminal impressions, as has been explained, with reference to the concentration of restriction. I'm gonna take a little break and then maybe do a few more. 13 is really long. I think 13 is like one of the longest sutras with the commentaries. The sutra itself, sutras themselves are quite short most of the time. I want to take a little break. Okay, I'm back. Tasya prashanantapahita samskarat nirotha samskara pyasapatapa mi nirotha samskara pyasapatapa pekusho nirotara pya Nirotha samskara는 Nirotha samskara Nirotha samskara는 Nirotha samskara pyasapatapa pekusho prashantapahita Chittatasya bhavati Tat samskara 많은 뒤에 tat samskara 많은 뒤에 Vyuttana taimino samskareno Nirotha taima samskaro pipuyata iti taima sam Nirotha taimahu samskaro pipuyata iti. This flows peacefully by reason of the subliminal impression. By reason of the subliminal impression of restriction, the peaceful flow of the mind stuff requires dexterity in the application of the subliminal impressions of restriction. When these subliminal impressions become weak, the subliminal impression which has external aspects of restriction is overwhelmed by the subliminal impression which has external aspects of emergence. I have to do something really quick. I keep remembering to post. I forget to do things because there's so much going on. That's why I keep on saying I need an assistant. At my age, 46, I think I need an assistant. Okay, I'm back. I can't even afford food. How can I afford an assistant? It's something that they have to provide for me. I'll just say one of the alphabet agencies, or two of them. 살발 타타이까 그라타요흐 고쇼요 다야오 지트타시야 사마티파리노 마흐 살발 타타 지트타 타이마흐 에까 그라타피 지트타 타이마흐 살발 타타야흐 고쇼야스티로 파바 이티알타흐 에카그라타야 우다야 아빌파바 이띠알타흐 따율 탈미트 베나 누가땀 찌드땀 따디담 따디담 찌드땀아빠 요빠 잖아요 찌드땀아빠 요빠 잖아요흐 나나요흐 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 찌드땀아빠 요빠 나나요흐 스바드마 푸얍 부따율 달마 스바드마 부따율 달마요랏 스바드마 푸야둘 스바드마 부따율 스바드마 부따율 달마요라 누가땀 사마티야테 사 찌드다시야 사마티파리너마흐 The mutation of concentration is the dwindling of dispersiveness and the uprisal of singleness of intent belonging to the mind stuff. Dispersiveness is an external aspect of the mind stuff. Singleness of intent is an external aspect of the mind stuff. The dwindling of dispersiveness means that it disappears. The uprisal of singleness of intent means that it becomes apparent. The mind stuff is inseparably connected with both of these as the substance. This same mind stuff being inseparably connected with these two external aspects, which belong to itself, the passing away and the coming forth, becomes concentrated. This is the mutation of concentration. Okay, last one. Tattahe, punahe, shanen toditao, tulia pratyayao. Chittasya grata parinomaha samahita chittasya purva pratyayaha shananta uttarasatat sadarasha uditaha samadhi chittatan more new 12 무 사마티 찌뜨따무 파요 사마티 찌뜨따무 파요라 누가땀 보나스타 타이바 사마티 프레셔 디티 프레셔 보나스타 타이바 사마티 프레셔 디티 사 카르바얌 타이미너시 찌뜨따시아이까 그라타 파리노마흐 Then again, when the quiescent and the uprisen presented ideas are similar, the mind stuff has a mutation single in intent. The quiescent is a previous presented idea of one whose mind stuff is concentrated. The uprisen is a later presented idea of the same kind as this. But the mind stuff of concentration is likewise inseparably connected with both. This is so until the breaking down of the concentration. The same mutation of singleness and intent belongs to the mind stuff in which it resides. Okay, it's a perfect point to end. It's not that much. I didn't do that much. But yeah, I don't want to do any more sutras. So that was 12. I'll take a little break now. Alright, I'm done. It's chapter 11 of Bhagavad Gita again. And it's the climax of the book. It's when Lord Krishna shows his true form and Arjuna freaks out. Okay. And nobody else sees it. Except Sanjaya, who, by the grace of Vyasa, was the commentator of the Yoga Sutras. Sanjaya was able to see it. Okay. Ataika namaste. Ataika dashotyaya Vishvaru Padashana Yoga. And it's one of the longest chapters. Arjuna Uvacha Madanugrahaya Paramam Guhyamatya Tamasamjinitama Yatatva Yokatam Pachasetana Mohoyam Bigato Mama Pava Pyayao Hi Putanam Shurutao Visitarasho Maya Debatataha Kamalapatra Kusha Mahatemyamapi Chavyayama Avameta Diata Tata Devamatamanam Parameshvara Drashutu Michachami Te Rupamaishvaram Purushottama Manyase Yadi Tachachakyam Maya Drashutu Miti Prapo Yogeshvara Tato Me Devam Dashayatma Namavyayam Shri Bhagavan Bhashya Me Partha Rupanui Shatashota Sahasrashah Nana Vitani Divyani Nana Balnokritini Ja Bhashya Dityanam Basunan Rudra Vishim Padna Nashivina Bhashya Dityanam Basunan Rudra Bhashya Dityanam Basunan Rudra Nashivina Bhashya Dityanam Basunan Rudra Nashivina Marutasatata Bahunyadara Pulvanui Bhashya Shachariyanui Parata Vihai Kasatam Jagatakuratasanam Pashyadya Sacharacharam Mama Tehe Gudva Kesha Yachachanyad Drashutu Michachasi Ta Nu Mam Shakyase Drashutuma Manenaiva Sabachakushushu Divyam Dadami Te Chakushuha Pashya Me Yoga Maishvarama Sanjaya Uvacha Eva Mugatava Tato Rajana Maha Yogeshvaro Hariha Dashayamasa Palthaya Paramam Rupamaishvaram Aneka Bhagatranayanam Aneka Bhagatranayanam Manekad Aneka Bhagatranayanam Manekad Puttadashanam Aneka Divya Paranam Divya Nekoda Divya Nekodiata Yutam Divya Malyam Barataram Divya Ganantanu Lepanam Sarvashacharyamayam Devamanantam Vishivatomukham Divi Surya Sahasrasya Pavedyugapa Tutita Yadi Pah Sadrushi Sa Syad Pa Sasatasya 마하트마나흐 따트라이카스탐 자가뜨끄르뜨스남 바비 파크타마네카 바비 브라비 파크타마네카타 아파시아드 데바다바시아 샤리레 바는더바스타다 따따흐 사 비스마야 비슈토 흐르슈토로마 타난자야흐 브라노미야 시라사 데밤 그르탄 잘리라 파셨담 알주나 우바짱 파시아미 데밤 세타바 데바 데헤 살밤 세타타 푸타비셰셔 상은칸 브라흐마너미샴 까말라 사나스타 까말라 사나스타 무르심 쉐짬 살바누라감 쉐짬 디비아느 아네카 바후 다라바크트라 네트람 파시아미 드밤 살바토 나는 따루 밤 나는 땀나 마티암 나 보나스타바딤 파시아미 비시베시바라 비시바루파 기리두이남 가디남 짜크리넘 짬 데조라심 살바토 디프디마는 땀 파시아미 드밤 둘니리 구시엄 사마는 따드 디프타날라이카 디우티 마프라얌 브라메얌 디프타날라이카 디우티 마프라메얌 드바마쿠쇼람 파라맘 베디타비암 드바마시아 비슈바시아 파람 니타남 드바마비아야흐 샤시바타 탈마고프타 사나타나스트밤 부르슈오 마토 메 아나디마티아는 따마나는 따비리아마나는 아나디마티아는 따마나는 따 아나디마티아는 따만 아나디마티아는 따마나는 나는 따 오시 아나디마티아는 따마나는 따비 나는 따 아나디마티아는 따마나는 따비리아마나는 따바 아나디마티아는 따마나는 따비 아나디마티아는 따마나는 따비리아마나는 따바훔 being distracted 아나디마티아는 따마나는 따비리아마나는 따바훔 샤시수리아네트라무 파시아미 뜨밤 디브타후타 샤바크트람 스바테자사 비시바미담 따빠는 땀 디아바르트 디아바르티비오 리다 많은 따람 디아바르티비오리다 디아바르티비오리다 많은 많은 따람 디아바르티비오라 리다 디아바르티비오리다 많은 따람 디아바르티비오리다 많은 따람 히 비아브담 드바야이케나 디샤시짱 살바흐 드르셔트바 푸탐 루바무그람 따베담 로카트라얌 브라비아티탐 마하트마느 아미 히트밤 수라상은카 비샤는티 깨치드 피타흐 브란잘라요 그르너는티 스바스티 Svasati Diukatava, Svasati Diukatava, Maharshi Siddhartha, Maharshi Siddhartha Sangankaha, Sutuvananti Devam, Sututi Piha, Pushakala Piha, Rudra Ditya, Pasabo Yaja Satya, Vishivashivinao, Marutashi Joshima Pashaja, 가는 달바 야구셔 수라 시드타 상응 가는 달바 야구셔 수라 시드타 상응카 비구셔는 때 드밤 비스미타 시장이바 사이베 루밤 마하트때 바후바크트라 네트람 마하바호 바후바후 루바다무 바후담 쉴들어 가라 바후담 쉴들어 가라 람 들으셔더바 로카흐 브라비아티타 스tat 브라비아티타 스타타함 나파흐 스푸르샴 디브다마네 까발놈 비아트타나남 디브다비샤라네트라무 들으셨더바 히트밤 브라비아티타는 따라트마 트르팀나 비는담이 샤맘짜 비슈누어 담시트러 까라라니 짜때 무카니 들으셨더바이바 까라날라 사느니 까라살라 사느니판 까라날라 사느니판 까라날라 사느니 까라날라 사느니파니 디쇼 나 자네 나 라페 자 샤이마 브라시다 데베샤 자가는 니바사 아미 자 드밤 트르따라 셰트로시야 부트라흐 사이베 사하이바 바니바 랑응 사하이바 바니바 랑은가 사하이바 바니바 라 상은카이흐 사하이바 바니바 라 상은카이흐 비슈모 드로너흐 수드라 부드라 스타타사오 사하스마디 야이라피 요타무키아이흐 바그트라누이 때 드바라마노 비샤는디 담시드르 까라라니 파야나카니 깨치드 빌라그나 다샤나는 따레슈 사는 드르시아는 때 줄누이 다이루트 따망은 가이흐 여타 나디남 바하보문 부베가흐 사무드라 메바 비묵카 드라바는띠 따타 다바미 나라로카비라 비샤는띠 바크트라 노여 비비즈 발라는 바크트라 노여 비비즈라 즈발란 바크트라 노여 비비즈발라는띠 여타 브라디브담 즈발라남 바땅은가 비샤는띠 나샤야 사무르드탑 사무르드탑에가흐 따타이바 나샤야 비샤는띠 로카스타바피 바크트라누이 사무르드탑에가흐 렐리히아세 그라사마나흐 사마는 딸을 로카는 사마그라는 바데나일 지발라드피흐 사마는 딸을 로카 사마는 따를 로까는 사마그라는 바다 나일 지발라드 피흐 사마는 따를 로까는 사마그라는 바다 사마는 따를 로까는 사마그라 사마는 따를 로까는 사마그라는 바다 나일 지발라드 피흐 바다 나일 지발라드 피 사마는 따를 로까는 사마그라는 바다 나일 지발라드 피흐 तेजो पीरा पूरिया जगत समग्रम भासस्ताबोग्राह pratapananti Vishnu halfway through kya hi me ko papanugrarupo namosutu te devavara prasida vijinya tu michachami Pavanan tamadiyam na hi prajanami tava prabhuratatima Shri Bhagavanuvacha Kalosami Lokakushaya Kurata Burato Lokakushaya Kurata Lokakushaya Kurata Buratatau Need a little water. Kalosami Lokakushaya Kurata Buratatau No Lokakushaya Kurata Lokakushaya Kurata Buratatau Lokakushaya Kurata Buratato Lokakushaya Kurata Buratato Lokanan Sama Haltumiha Buratatah Vatapi Devam na Pavishyananti Saive Yavasatitah Pratyani Keshu Yotah Tasamat Tishita Yasho Lapasava Jitava Shaturunan Punga Shiva Rajyam Samuradathama Maya Vaite Nihatah Bolvameva Nimitatamateram Pava Savyasachina Duronam Cha Pishimam Cha Jayadratham Cha Kalnam Tatanyanapi Yotabirana Maya Hatam Satavam Jahi Ma Vyatishita Yutyasava Tejasi Ranue Sapatanana Sanjaya Uvacha Etacha Churutava Pachanam Kyashavasya Gurutan Jalil Vapamana Gurutan Jalil Vapamana Giritui Namasu Gurutava Puya Evaha Gurushanam Sagadugadam Pita Pranomia Arjuna Uvacha Sthane Hurushvi Kesha Tava Prakirtiya Jagat Prahurushiyatya Durajyate Jagat Prahurushiyatya Jagat Prahurushuyatya Jagat Prahurushuyatya Dura Jagat Prahurushuyatya Nurajyate Ja Lakushvamsi Pitani Disho Diravananti Saive Namasyananti Ja Siddhatasangankah Kasama Jeja Te Nameranan Mahatmana Kari Yase Brahmano Piyadi Brahmano Piyadi Kaltere Anananta Devesha Jaganan Nivasa 드바마쿠쇼람 사다사드 따뜻 사다사드 따뜻 바람 야뜨 드바마 디데바흐 부르셔흐 부라너스 드바마시야 비시바시야 바람 니타나무 베트다시 베디얌 짜 바람 짜 타마 드바야 따땀 비시바마나는 따루바 20 verses left. 바 유리야 목은 일바루너흐 샤샹은 까흐 브라자 파티스드밤 브라티파 브라피타 마하시짱 나무 나마스테스투 사스라크르트바흐 보나시짱 부요피 나무 나마스테 나마흐 브라스타다타 브르셔터 따스테 나모스투 때 살바타 에바 살바 아나는 따비리아 미따비크라마스트밤 살밤 사마브노슈이 따토시 살바흐 사케티 마트반 브라사팜 야두크담 해 그르셔너 해 야다바 해 사케티 알자나타 마히마남 다베담 마야 브라마다트 브라노야나 바피 야체자바하살 타마사트 그루토시 비하라샤이야 사나 포자네슈 비하라샤이야 사나 포자네슈 에코타바 비아치우타 따뜨사마쿠샴 따뜨쿠쇼마예 드바마하마프라메야무 비타시 로카시야 짜라시야 드바마시야 부지아시자 구르가리야느 나 드바트사모스 디아피아티카흐 꾸토니오 로카트라요 피아프라티마 프라파바 로카트라야 피아프라티프라 프라티마 로카트라야 피아프라티마 프라파바 타스마트 프라노미야 프라노이타야 가얌 프라사다예 드바마하미샤미두염 드바마하미샤미두염 비테바 부트라시아 사케바 사키우흐 브리야얄하시 데바 소투무 아드르셔터부이밤 흐르슈이 토스미 드르셔터바 파예나 짜 브라비아티탐 마노메 타데바 메 타샤야 데바 루밤 브라시다 데베샤 자가는 니바사 기리 두이남 가디남 자크라 하스탐 이츠차미 드밤 드라슈투마함 따타이바 데나이바 루베너 짜툴푸제나 사스라바호 파바 비시바 몰테 Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. About 10 verses left. Maya Prasananena Tabal Junedam Rupam Param Tashitamat Mayogat Dejomayam Vishivamanantamadiyam Vishivamanantamadiyam Yaname Tibadanyena Na Durashitapulvama. Keep getting interrupted. Na Vedayajinya Tiaya Nailna 단 다나일나 자 그리야 빌나 따뽀피루그라이흐 에밤루 루루루 에밤루 바흐 샤키야 아함 누르로케 드라슈뚜엄 드바다니에나 구루프라비라 마테 비아타 마자 비무터파보 드르셔터바 루밤 고라미 드릉음마 고라미 드릉음마메다무 고라미 드릉음마메다무 비아페타피흐 브리타마나흐 부나스트밤 따데바메 루파미담 프라파시아 산자야 우바짱 이티알주남 바수데바스타토 바수데바스타토크트 I need a little rest. Give me like 30 seconds. Alright, 6 verses left. 이티알주남 바수데바스타토크트바 스바감 루밤 다샤야마사 부야흐 아시바사야마사 자 피타메남 부트바 뿌나흐 사오미야바뿔 마하트마 알주나 우바짜 드르셔트바담 마누샴 루밤 따바 사오미얌 자날다나 이다니 마스미 삼부르트타흐 사차타흐 브라크르팀 까타흐 श्री भगवानुवाच 수들달샤미담 루밤 드르셔터바나시 야는마마 데바 아피아시아 루파시아 니티암 달샤나강은 구슈이 너흐 나함 베다일나 타파사 나 타네나 나 제지아야 샤키야 에밤비토 드라슈툼 드르셔터바나시 맘 야타 파그티야 드바나니아야 샤키야 아하메밤비톨주나 진야툼 드라슈툼 자 따뜻베나 브라베슈툼 자 바라는 따빠 마트깔마끄르는 마트 바라모 마드 파크타흐 상은가 발지타흐 늘바이라흐 살바푸 데슈 야흐 사 마메티 마는더바 따뜻사디티 श्रीमद् भगवद गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुन संवादे विश्वरूपदर्शनयोगो नामैकादशोऽध्यायः. Namaste. I'm gonna take a little break. It was really intense. Okay, I'm back. So the English translation, and then I'm done. I'll make sure I switch to that. I didn't do that yesterday. I apologize. So you'll know what's going on with me if I make a lot of mistakes during my sessions. It means there's a lot going on with me, around me, etc., etc. Arjuna said, this discourse about the supreme mystery called Atyatman, which thou hast uttered for my welfare, hast dispelled this my delusion. For I have heard from thee at large of the creation and dissolution of beings, O thou of eyes like lotus petals, and also of thy greatness that knoweth no deterioration. What thou hast said about thyself, O great Lord, is even so. O best of male beings, I desire to behold thy sovereign form. If, O Lord, thou thinkest that I am competent to behold that, then, O Lord of mystic power, show me thy eternal self. The Holy One said, behold, O son of Bhutan, my forms, by hundreds and thousands, various, divine, diverse in hue and shape. Behold the Adityas, the Vasus, the Rudras, the Ashvins, and the Maruts. Behold, O Parata, innumerable marvels unseen before. Behold, O thou of curly hair, the entire universe of mobiles and immobiles collected together in this body of mine, and whatever else thou mayest wish to see. Thou art, however, not competent to behold me with this eye of thine. I give thee celestial sight. Behold my sovereign mystic nature. Sanjaya continued, having said this, O monarch, Hari, the mighty lord of mystic power, then revealed to the son of Bhutan his supreme sovereign form, with many mouths and eyes, many wondrous aspects, many celestial ornaments, many celestial weapons uplifted, wearing celestial garlands and robes, with unguents of celestial fragrance, full of every wonder, resplendent, infinite, with faces turned on all sides. If the splendor of 1,000 suns were to burst forth at once in the sky, that would be like the splendor of that mighty one. The son of Baandu then beheld there in the body of that god of gods the entire universe divided and subdivided into many parts, all collected together. Then Dhananjaya, filled with amazement, with hair standing on end, bowing with head, with joined hands addressed the god. Arjuna said, I behold all the gods, O God, as also all the very hosts of creatures, Brahman seated on lotus seat, and all the rishis and the celestial snakes. I behold thee with innumerable arms, stomachs, mouths, eyes on every side, O thou of infinite forms. Neither end nor middle, nor also beginning of thine do I behold, O Lord of the universe, O thou of universal form. Bearing diadem, mace, and discus, a mass of energy, glowing on all sides, do I behold thee that are hard to look at, endued on all sides with the effulgence of the blazing fire, or the sun, immeasurable. Thou art indestructible, the supreme object of this universe. Thou art without decay, the guardian of eternal virtue. I regard thee to be the eternal being. I behold thee to be without beginning, mean, and to be of infinite prowess, of innumerable arms, having the sun and the moon for thy eyes, the blazing fire for thy mouth, and heating this universe with energy thy own. For the space betwixt heaven and earth is pervaded by thee alone, as also all the points of the horizon. At sight of this marvelous and fierce form of thine, O Supreme Soul, the triple world trembleth. For these hosts of gods are entering thee. Some afraid are praying with joined hands, saying, Hail to thee. The hosts of great rishis and siddhitas praise thee with copious hymns of praise. The Rudras, the Adityas, the Vasus, they that are the Sahatyas, the Vishvas, the Ashvins, the Maruts, also the Ushimapas, the Gandharvas, the Yakshas, the Asuras, the hosts of Sityas, behold thee and are all amazed. Beholding thy mighty form, with many mouths and eyes, O mighty armed one, with innumerable arms, thighs, and feet, many stomachs, terrible in consequence of many tusks, all creatures are affrighted, and I also. Indeed, touching the very skies, a blazing radiance many-hued, mouth wide open, with eyes that are blazing and large, beholding thee, O Vishnu, with inner soul trembling, I can no longer command courage and peace of mind. Beholding thy mouths that are terrible in consequence of tusks, and that are fierce, I cannot recognize the points of the horizon, nor can I command peace of mind. Be gracious, O God of gods, O thou that art the refuge of the universe. And all these sons of Dhritarashtra, together with the hosts of kings and Bhishma and Drona, and also the Sudasan, accompanied by even the principal warriors of our side, are quickly entering thy terrible mouths, rendered fierce by thy tusks. Some with their heads crushed are seen striking at the interstices of teeth. As many currents of water flowing through different channels roll rapidly towards the ocean, so these heroes of the world of men enter thy mouths that flame all around. As moths with increasing speed rush for destruction to the blazing fire, so also do people with unceasing speed enter thy mouths for destruction. Swallowing all these men from every side, thou lickest them with thy flaming mouths, filling the whole universe with energy. Thy fierce splendors, O Vishnu, are heating. Tell me who thou art of fierce form, and bow to thee, O chief of the gods. Be gracious to me. I desire to know thee that art the primeval one, for I do not understand thy actions. The Holy One said, I am Death, the destroyer of the worlds fully developed. I am now engaged in slaying the race of men. Without thee, all these warriors standing in the different divisions shall cease to be. Wherefore, arise, gain glory, vanquishing the foe, enjoy swelling kingdom. By me have all these been already slain. Be only instrument, O thou that canst draw the bow with the left hand. Drona and Bhishma and Jadratha and Karna, and also other heroic warriors slain by me do thou slay. Be not dismayed, fight. Thou shalt conquer in battle foes. Sanjaya continued. Hearing these words of Keshava, the diadem decked, trembling, with joined hands, bowed, and once more said unto Kurushana, with voice choked up and overwhelmed with fear, and making his salutations. Arjuna said, Arjuna said, It is meet, O Hurishui Kesha, that the universe is delighted and charmed in uttering thy praise, and the Rakshasas flee in fear in all directions, and the hosts of the Siddharthas bow down. And why should they not bow down to thee, O Supreme Soul, that are greater than even Brahman and the primal cause? O thou that art infinite, O God of the gods, O thou that art the refuge of the universe, thou art indestructible, thou art that which is, and that which is not, and that which is beyond. Thou art the first God, the ancient being, thou art the supreme refuge of this universe. Thou art the knower, thou art the object to be known, thou the highest abode. By these pervaded this universe, O thou of infinite form. Thou art the Vayu, Yama, Agni, Varuna, Moon, Prajapati, and grandsire. Obeisance be to thee 1,000 times, and again and yet again obeisance to thee. Obeisance to thee in front, and also from behind. Let obeisance be to thee from every side, O thou that art all. Thou art all of energy that is infinite, and prowess that is immeasurable. Thou embracest the all. Regarding a friend, whatever hath been said by me carelessly, such as, O Kurushana, O Yadava, O friend, not knowing this thy greatness, from want of judgment or from love either, whatever disrespect hath been shown thee for purpose of mirth, on occasions of play, lying sitting, at meals, while alone or in the presence of others, O undeteriorating one, I beg thy pardon for it, O thou that art immeasurable. Thou art the Father of this universe of mobiles and immobiles. Thou art the great Master deserving of worship. There is none equal to thee. How can there be one greater, O thou whose power is unparalleled in even the three worlds? Therefore, bowing, prostrating body, I ask thy grace, O Lord, O adorable one. It behoveth thee, O Lord, to bear as a father sons, a friend friends, a lover loved ones. Beholding unseen before, I have been rejoiced. My mind hath been troubled with fear. Show me that form, O God. Be gracious, O Lord of the gods, O thou that art the refuge of the universe. In diadem and with mace discussed in hand as before, I desire to behold thee. Be of that same four-armed form, O thou of 1,000 arms, O thou of universal form. The Holy One said, Please with thee, O Arjuna. I have, by my own mystic power, shown thee the supreme form, full of glory, universal, infinite, primeval, which hath been seen before by none else save thee. Except by thee alone, O hero of Guru's race, I cannot be seen in this form in the world of men by anyone else, even by the study of the Vedas, and of sacrifices, by gifts, by actions, by the severest austerities. Let no fear be thine, nor perplexity of mind, as seeing this awful form of mine. Free from fear with a joyful heart, behold thou again that other form. Sanjaya continued. Vasudeva, having said all this to Arjuna, once more showed his own form, and the high-souled one, assuming once more Jano form, comforted him who had been afflicted. Arjuna said, beholding this Jano human form of thine, O Janardana, I have now become of right mind and have come to my normal state. The Holy One said, this form of mine which thou hast seen is difficult of being seen. Even the gods are always desirous of being spectators of this form. Not by the Vedas, nor by austerities, nor by gifts, nor by sacrifices can I be seen in this form of mine which thou hast seen. By reverence, however, that is exclusive, O Arjuna, I can in this form be known, seen truly, and attained to, a chastiser of foes. He who doth everything for me, who hath me for his supreme object, who is free from attachment, who is without enmity towards all beings, even he, O Arjuna, cometh to me. Okay, I'm done. Thank you very much. I'm gonna read the Bible, maybe an hour. Yeah. Thank you.